You are, trusted to, okay, our if we don't make this deal, our planet is going to be blown up. But they're willing to not even go to the meeting, right? To say, okay, we trust you. We're going to stay out of it. We trust you. You go and bring this together, and that's what you do.
Christy brings in here my spirit guides from throughout the universe and even places I've never heard about, and they bring in information about my background, techniques, and esoteric knowledge that's never been known to mankind before. I think you're gonna love it.
All right. Did you meditate already?
I did this morning.
Okay. All right. Me too.
I even got my little purple.
You got one. Oh, look at that. We're matching. Yeah. Oh, it's such a cleansing thing. I use it like to ground. Sometimes I just get it's so great. Yeah, I love it. Okay. So let me get kind of, do you have one overall question, or do you have lots of questions? Okay, let's start with that while I kind of go and see what shows up here. Okay.
All right. My overall question is, I know the names of my extraterrestrial, angelic, multidimensional, and human spirit guides, and I want to ask, do any of them want to step forward and give me guidance, verification, and direction for where I am at this point in my life?
Okay. All right. So, whoosh. Okay. Look at that. I can feel it. The energy of it. Yeah. Well, okay. Okay. Very clearly. It's just, I've got a collective right now. It's a bunch.
You got many different races.
Yeah. I've got a big collective. So, all right. So, of course, yes, they're always forward, giving you guidance, verification. Okay, so this moment in time, this isn't any one of them, it's just the group kind of download. It's very interesting. I can't see any of them yet. I can just feel them. This moment has always been, what's the word you're using? Planned, agreed upon, created. Okay, they're just giving me a lot of words. I don't think there's one particular word that they can use in our language. Okay. Okay. There are a few of them that are going to sort of step forward, I think, like they maybe normally do, and we'll speak a little bit and then leave a lot of, so there's a lot of open room. It feels like a vacuum almost, like a lot of open room for you to ask and be interactive. Okay, they're funny. It's like I am imagine a translator in a big meeting, right? Is sort of what they're showing me, like just the way like somebody might translate sign language. You can't necessarily hear what's being said right now, but you do often. Okay. All right. So it is a bit like that. So they're going to do one at a time. Okay. And then, okay. Okay, this one I recognize, I think. Muhanan, yeah,
Ah,
okay,
yeah.
yeah, okay. So you speak to her quite a bit, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Through my third eye.
okay. All right, that's, okay, so what she's bringing, is, ooh, okay, it's like, she's feeding me a little bit of a, like a mother energy, which is really, it's a little different than what she did before. So it's the more emotion. So she's saying, right now, like in this particular moment, for you grounding yourself, not necessarily in the traditional way you understand, but grounding yourself with beauty, pleasure, and grace, those sorts of things, like art, nature too, but it's almost a visual and experiential grounding. Even wonderful food, dancing, music that you love, right? These sorts of things, these are going to be grounding experiences, and they're important for you over the next few weeks or month or so. So, okay. Your spiritual practice, meditation, writing, these sorts of things, it's like allow it to become almost like a groove in a record album, where if you just don't waver from it, right? That's the most important. It's almost like you would get fierce about sort of protecting that, your spiritual practice, right? This is more and more and more important, that you focus, right? That you keep your focus here. So, okay. Dance is really important. Okay. Okay, she's saying there's a calming, this really calming your mind right now, and grounding in these very beautiful things, and training your mind to focus on that. For example, the music, finding one instrument in the music to follow, right, and listen to dance, and focus on that feeling of energy coming through, to focus on a piece of art or something that you might be looking at, without allowing like your intellect, what is the history of this, why did this person paint this, why did they draw, whatever it is, but just to focus on it as it is. It's training your mind in that way even more. Like this is getting like intense, right? This intense ability to focus. Okay. And
can I do that through staring at like the crystals? Sometimes I stare at
yes.
the crystals and I just see the beauty of it. I mean, I know other energy are happening with the crystals, but I'm just looking at the beauty of it and just appreciating that.
Yeah. Yeah, it absolutely. So there's a calming exercise, and even when you're looking at the crystal, looking at the grass blowing, whatever it is you happen to be looking at, you can breathe, right? Breathe in and out. And as you breathe and you let go of these distractions, it's like this awareness, this focus that you have is like a white feather. Okay, just imagine it's like this feather just drifting down out of the air, right? Just rock, 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 right? And then settles to just the very heart, the foundation of your being. And in that moment, right, that is where you just hold that feather. That is your awareness, and hold it. This doesn't have to be done for long periods of time, but it's something, a practice for, wow, that's really cool for you to do. This is really honing in on you and your, wow, okay, your focus. That is super, super cool. Okay. Sorry, I got a little off track there and wonky and okay. So,
and do I take it and just put it into my heart? Because I feel like if I take it and I just focus it down to my heart level and feel the love of it, no matter what it is, that's like me expanding it out to the universe or shooting it out.
Yeah, sure. It's like what they're saying, or what she's saying here, is that feather is, that is really your awareness. It's your focus, right? That's what that is. It's,
and it represents you not mandating and forcing it, because it's so light and feathery.
Right.
That's the way it should drift into your consciousness and settle in to my heart is what I get.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's very cool. I love that. Okay. All right, you can ask her anything if you want. And if not, she says we can just kind of keep going and you can go back to her at the end, whatever you want to do.
Okay. Okay, I have 4 questions, but I think this one is actually toward her. So I'm just going to say it, but any of them can respond to it.
Okay.
Many of my galactic spirit guides have seen evisceration of planets, wipe out of entire species, and yet they hold forgiveness in their hearts and knowing that we're all one. I have a good idea of how this 12th dimensional universe is set up. I know that there's no right or wrong. I know that ultimately we are all one, yet I have separation between the light and the darkness. I prefer services to others versus services to self. How can I better achieve neutrality and still have truth to what I feel in my heart during this incarnation?
Okay. All right, so she stepped back. There's another one that's coming to answer this question. That's really, I thought she was going to answer and she just keeps moving away from me and I'm like, what are you doing? Okay, you got another one.
Yeah.
This one's new. I don't think we've met her. It's another female.
Can she say where she's
from?
Oh,
she's new. Okay, here we go. Dalaka Sierra. I can almost hear it. Dlakaseera. Okay. That's funny how fast that came. Dalaka Sierra, that's her name. Dalaka Sierra. Where are you from? Scribble.
Yeah, I assume she's a galactic being because this
she
is
is
really a
for sure.
Question. Yeah.
For sure. I just don't know. She's showing me some stuff like planets. I'm asking. She's trying to show me where she's from.
Okay.
Okay, and I've never heard of this. It starts with an A. I know. It's just getting spelling sometimes is hard.
Is that Andromeda?
I think what she's saying, Alano, I think is what's supposed to come out. I'm getting images of different things and getting portions of spelling, so I think I've got this close. Alano. Is that right? Okay. That seems right. I don't know what that is. Have you ever heard of that?
I have not.
No, never heard of it. Okay. But she's here to answer that question. So she is like a sort of a warrior. What she's, I think, is what she's showing me. Again, we don't have some certain words in our language. So she works in lots of different realms and dimensions, I think. And she is like guards and protects. Okay, so we can use this. She's experienced working with crashes, conflict. Okay. Living, okay, this is, okay, she's kind of going fast, so, and it's different. Living in polarity means that in third dimension, you are faced with challenges of opposing forces. Okay. It is your job. Whoa. Okay. It is your job to stay focused, to protect your thoughts, and be in a constant state of clarity, a state of command of your being. Souls in 3D are expanding under the freedom of free will, the free will of perspective. There is much opportunity for expansion through the adversity. The beings you perceive wish to harm, manipulate, meddle, like get in the
manipulate,
mess.
control.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's also stealth stuff.
Just distract, exert their will on others, are light disguised as darkness. They are the opposing forces in physics. They are the power of momentum. Those beings are angels playing a role. It is the role of the obstructor, the one that obstructs the way to the light. Once a lesson is learned from a particular angel or obstructor, that block is transmuted into, like, seems like it may be gold or something that she's trying to get across. And then that soul is then moved along their evolutionary journey. Okay, so yeah, we are one in unity consciousness. Okay, I think she's quiet for now. Did that answer? I think that answered your question, but I don't know. That was a lot.
Yeah. I mean, the only kind so we on Earth have, like, one way of saying it is like, our souls are like the actors, and then we're here on a play, and just because they play the villain, we know that the villain is just the role. So when you zoom out that way, you love all the actors, even if they're playing a villain. So I get that, but I'm also getting that what she's saying is that in order to transmute it, you do gotta interact with that character and love that character, not just the actor who's playing the character. You actually gotta love the character.
I think that's what she's saying.
I think that's what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, I get it. They're saying that even though you know the real thing, you know the real story, you still got to interact with the character and transmute it from that character's perspective. And
Right.
that's how you get. Okay, I get it. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
That's very cool.
That is very cool.
Okay,
Dang.
so I have another question. Again, this is open to any of my spirit guys. It is with pride and embarrassment that I ask this question. Am I galactic royalty? Is there such a thing or a legacy in terms of reassurance? You know, this comes up a lot. I get a lot of purple and gold whenever I astral travel. I hear this a lot from different sources. I understand that I sit on different galactic councils and I'm part of different collective consciousness, maybe including Ra, which is the sixth density collective consciousness from Venus. I also get that when I was born into this body, this is my first incarnation on Earth, which probably explains why it was so hard for me throughout my life. Can someone give me any validation or more information about my galactic background and legacy?
Another one. Okay. We've had this one before too, I think.
Yeah.
Whoopie.
Whoopi,
Yeah.
I know Whoopi. Yep.
Yeah.
Grounding the earth. She wants me to ground more.
Okay, so let's see what but she's forward to answer this for you. So let's see where she goes here. Wow, she's cool. Yeah.
Like a warm blanket energy.
Yeah, she's something else. Okay. She says the light of the stars exists within you. You are here to share that light with humanity. Okay. I'm trying to get the fullness of this because it's not words right now. So let me just. Okay. She says, okay. Think of yourself as a star child. The idea of pure blood is what is in the vibration of the word royalty, of pure blood, of greater rank, in a sense. Okay. Your interest, your intention, your coat, like what you wear inside and outside as a soul, is that of, the coat of many, like the coat of many colors. Through your evolution, you have become a friend, a soul partner, a guide to many races. Okay. The perception of your inner light as royalty is a filtered third dimensional perspective. What you are is loved, trusted, respected in a way. I think that's the word. This is coming in an interesting way, so just a minute. Entrusted with relationships, both big, planet to planet, race to race, and small, person to person. The vibration of this through a 3D filter can be perceived as regal. Do you understand? I'm not sure that I'm following all this. This coat, the outside that is reflected from the inside, is a belonging to all. It is so it is the trust and the love, the respect, honor that is being perceived and reflected back as royalty. There is no true being more pure blood than another. Yes? Okay. More of the creator than another. There are realms of birth of consciousness, in a sense, I think is what it's saying. Realms, yet none higher, lower than another. You are one whose interest, experience, intention, desire, like it's like love, brings you to be a piece and part of all. Oh, wow, I'm not sure I understand this. Am I getting that across? This is kind of complex.
No, I understand it completely.
Do you? Okay.
I'm getting flashback in the vibration of when Chris was channeling the cosmic dragons, and he says, "Welcome back, Ambassador." And
Yeah.
he described me going to different planets, and he's saying that they all bow down to me out of respect for my diplomacy, not for my power. It's for my diplomacy.
Diplomacy. That's it. That's what this one is saying. It's like, you know, this this spot, you are, you know, trusted to, okay, our if we don't make this deal, our planet is going to be blown up, but they're willing to not even go to the meeting, right? To say, okay, we trust you. We're going to stay out of it. We trust you. You go and bring this together. And that's what you do.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think Chris's words were, you have the power, but that's not why they bow down to you. They bow down to you out of respect for your diplomacy, and they trust you. And that's why you can travel to different planets and meet with different species, and they will hear what you have to say out of respect and love, not out of power and threats.
Yep. Wow. Okay. That was cool.
Yeah, I get it. I kind of mentally vibe in, and I get exactly what was being said there.
Yeah, that was really, really interesting. Okay.
Very cool.
Yeah, very, very cool.
Okay.
All right.
My next question is, my fourth density psychic skills are coming online, such as cognizant, cellular regeneration, telepathy. I'm able to meditate now while doing heavy activities. Are there any guidance to augment these gifts or to get others? From what I'm getting is that I am doing them in joy, and I'm not rushing anything. I'm just letting whatever comes to me come to me. Is this the best way to bring it into my life? Do any of the spirit guides have any additional comments or helpful hints?
Okay, let's see. Man, they keep popping in different ones. All right, so. Oh. Okay. Ooh, I knew she was familiar. Andromeda.
Nilu.
Yeah, yeah. Nilu. Okay. I knew, you know, it's so familiar. Okay, so, all right. She's gonna answer this one.
Okay.
Just being open to receive is a way to gain empowerment, strength. It is very helpful to declutter your energy field. Okay. You are in an environment specifically that it gets cluttered frequently, this energy field.
I'm in New York City.
Yeah, okay, yeah, of course, yeah. So, okay. The feeling sometimes that you have where you are literally carrying others on your back, is this something you have? She's saying it is, so I'm guessing it is. Okay. This added weight that even though you are grounding regularly, this added weight holds your vibration down a little bit. It drags it down into doubt, annoyance, even, a little annoyance, mild, I wouldn't say anger, but whatever this thing is, it's like, it's frustration, that sort of thing. It makes it hard for you to really flow these gifts and hold them. You can touch them and it's momentary, but then it is you're not walking around constantly with being able to connect to them like that. Okay, so this is true. Okay, good. Well, I mean, I'm starting to
I've
trust so much.
actively been taking on other people's baggage because I feel like I can transmute the energy. So I've been kind of like doing it in loving care.
Yep.
So can I continue to do that?
Yeah,
or is that
that's no problem. What she's giving you is what she wants to give you is a process here. So that's where we're going. That's why she's going through this. Okay. Okay. This is a Merkaba. So to gather more things in that shape around you, to use it, even find crystal or stone in that shape of the Merkaba. You have them, right, constantly spinning. That's great. Focus on them, the one above your head, the couple that are here. I think it seems like right here in the middle somewhere, they seem to be moving around, is to focus on this and actively say, I place myself in the sacred chamber of light. This is what, this is something for you to say. I release any and all connections, content, or contaminants that do not serve me. That's all you have to say. They want you to do this frequently in the day. This is not a one time, okay? So yes, you can you can do it consciously. And when you do, cleanse yourself, not just with grounding outside now. Now it's going to take your mental focus to cleanse it, okay? You got that?
I got it. I got the vision that when I'm spinning Merkaba, it's like spinning the energy out and getting rid of it that way by the spinning Merkabas.
Okay, so she's saying, understand, and scientists keep finding smaller and smaller and smaller particles, the atom, and breaking it down, or they keep finding smaller and smaller things. And this is going to continue. Your DNA, there are like crystalline encoders now. You see, okay. You see them sometimes around me in video, right? As we call them orbs sometimes, and sometimes they are just other things. But these crystalline encoders are the underlying web she's showing me. It's like this underlying web within the sacred geometry, right, that we are. Okay. The number 12? What's that? Number 12.
There's 12 strands of DNA.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, but the number 12 too, right, yes. And the number 12 is also this kind of sacred number.
Yeah.
So, okay. Now that you know your DNA is not fixed, and you are understanding you can activate your own DNA, you can listen to our activations.
And we're getting activations by the sun rays.
Like they're saying
a whole bunch of sources.
Yeah, they're saying something about 12. Okay, 12.
Yeah, I mean, 12
I don't know. I think
she's
12 she's going to give it to you. There's something for you on 12, right? Yeah. So, and perhaps I don't know that this is right though. I'm not feeling really strong about this one. This clearing with the focusing on your Merkabas and saying that thing, do it 12 times in a day. Okay?
Yeah. 12 hours in the daytime and 12 hours
12 times, 12 times in the day.
Sacred number.
Right. Think of your activations in terms of 12. So you do an activation and you, like, say you listen to them again or you do something, think of it in terms of 12. I don't know. She's really 12, but I'm not getting it. I think maybe it's more for you to get. You're going to need to speak to her.
I'll
get whatever this
in right now. So
there's something about 12 and all of these things, this cleansing part, this is sort of clearing out for more and more of your psychic ability and your whatever to clarity, right? To show up, to come through. So that's the answer to that question, I think. Okay.
So as you were describing that, I'm seeing like codes come down. I mean, all these little dots, are flying. They're codes, right? And we're releasing them from our DNA. We're having other ones bloom, and it's all interacting. But that's kind of like what it is, right?
Yeah.
Codes.
Yeah. I never really thought about that. I mean, I've actually been pretty deep in meditation and a weekend, retreats or whatever, and Crystal and, Chris and me or whatever. And we've had moments where I've actually seen code, and so have they, kind of just like computer code. Mm-hmm. And right. But I, normally don't see it. And I don't think I really understood it the way she just sort of downloaded it.
And then that's all playing into our DNA. I mean, it's all interactive.
Yeah. Right. And that's what you're doing with your light language. You're sort of directing the code. That's what Crystal does too. It's really very cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah. Really awesome.
Very good practical advice there. Okay.
Really neat.
Well, let me quickly ask: is what they just said there only applying to me, or can other people use this technique?
Yes, others can use it. Okay. So its effectiveness, right? It seems like what it is the perfect next step for you, me. Right? Because now we're getting, you're getting really picky, where others can ground, and it's effective enough, right, for them, unless they're highly, highly empathic or something. Yeah. But that seems to be what they're saying is a perfect, like, next
for me
step. Right.
Other people can use it, but it's tailored for me, but they can use it too.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. But it's, that what it requires is it's like a practice of focus, which is where we started today. Remember? Yeah. So to use that and have it be effective, can you see that? I mean, I can see that to really focus on this Merkaba. Somebody would have to be pretty advanced to be able to hold that focus. And that's why they said you don't have to do it for a long period of time. Start out with, 30 seconds. This is not a big deal. Long enough, get your focus on it, say those words, and you're done. Yeah. But just do it frequently until you could probably expand the time you can hold that Merkaba and see yourself in the sacred chamber of light. I can visualize it. They, sort of showed me what will happen when you do it.
Yeah.
You won't see it. No one else around you will see it. I can see what happens and how it's like, it's like laser cleaning, right? There's no water, but it's an intense shower. Yeah.
And I can see how that's just perfect for me at where I'm at right now. I can sit down for a couple hours, but I can do this pretty easily, and it fits with who I am right now. So I get it.
Yeah, perfect. It's perfect. Yeah, I can get it too. It's really, really perfect timing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent. Okay.
Yeah.
So my next question is more about my human self. So I am traveling to China soon with my very large and very problematic family. I sense that I am to be a lighthouse and actually transmute 7 generations of family trauma. And then I'm also sensing that I'm supposed to open portals and vortexes for huge dragons in southern China that's been waiting tens of thousands of years to come into this dimension. Would any of my spirit guides like to comment on that?
Okay. Yeah, I think you got a couple kind of coming. What's that?
Yeah. And these might be human spirit guides, since this is kind of like a human issue, but dealing
Yeah,
with
that's what I think. It's like, we've had this one before
It
too.
could be
Charlemagne.
Adams or King
Charlemagne.
Charlemagne.
Okay. Wow. Hello. All right, that's cool. Remember, he was like a big family guy too, right? Wasn't he?
King
Didn't
Charlemagne. He had
yes.
like 20-something kids, you know.
Yes. Okay. So perfect. He's coming in right for this question. Of course he is.
Yeah. And I
all
spoke
right.
to him last night too, but go
Did
ahead.
you? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's really cool. So what he's saying, okay, is he's a little bit like he's gonna go to what he was telling you before.
Yep, he's my
Be
adopted
aware,
dad.
yeah.
Most people
Be
know.
aware that the family you are perceiving as problematic,
Yeah.
they are with you in your experience and are your family because they are a part of this. It is a wound in consciousness that your family and you together are healing, are bringing forward.
Yeah.
This dance that you do with your family is, it's like it's releasing a level of fear from the entire planet. As you let go of your ideas of things being a certain way, perfect ways families should behave, treat one another, do this, and begin to understand that what you're doing together is sacred work, and
Okay.
how you play together is healing the planet. This will allow not only you and every member of your family to release at a cellular level the beliefs and memories even that are based in this kind of, it looks like a gaping dark hole, judgment, criticism, shaming.
Yeah.
And as that begins to release on a cellular level, so it does for not only the planet, but right everywhere is part of what you're doing.
Yeah. The 7 generations of my family and the planet.
Yes. So, okay, so he's got with him another one too. Is you must have, I think maybe you had a 2-part question. Let's see what, because he's kind of giving it. Okay. Okay, I don't think we've had this one. She's galactic too.
Okay.
L-E-E. Leehsey. Pleiadian.
Yep. I'm part Pleiadian.
Okay.
It's one of my main
She's-
clusters.
Yeah, okay. She's like a portal. She's a portal. It's
Expert.
not opener. It's like creator almost.
Okay.
I don't. She's kind of given me that, like, again, not necessarily a word we have for it. This has happened a lot today. It's So, but go somewhere between creator of something or opener of something. I'm just like imagining a refrigerator, and I'm not creating it. I'm not opening it. What am I doing? And there's a word, and I can't quite get it. So, but let's see. She has a real zingy way of speaking, so it's a different energy. Really forward for you right now.
Okay.
You know, kind of always humming around, but kind of popping in, like really popping in right now.
Because this is part two of the question about opening the portals for the dragon, so that's why she's coming in. And I'm getting, she's talking about expansion and contraction of the portals, that she's like the controller. Or,
Okay, so here's the interesting thing. She looks human, but she's a cat. She looks like a cat to me.
She's Illyrian.
So, but she's Pleiadian. Yeah, she's like ancient. Yeah, she's doing like something like this with her hands. I don't know really what it is exactly, but she's kind of doing something with her hands. So, and it's a point that I saw it, that I was seeing it. Okay. Okay. All right. So just talking about how it's important for us in 3D to understand form, like that she is a cat in a way, like an ancient race of cats, but she's definitely Pleiadian. Okay. So okay, this is this thing that she's doing here is creating like a triangle above your heart, aligning your heart and eyesight together like a laser. Okay, that's what you're doing when you make this. This is it's like a symbol of like what you are, what you do, this sort of, it's like a healer thing, but we both know what you're doing. I just don't have it. So, and through this, this is also like a way to start to train you to really understand opening portals.
Okay.
Yes, you have the ability, right? Right now, you're a little clumsy, she says. You're a little clumsy with it, right? Of course, yeah, right? It's practice. It is practice. And this symbol right above your heart, and so you're like focusing that heart energy with your actual physical eyesight, and then your third eye. This is the practice. And now, as you start to do this, you can practice on Mother Earth. You can practice on your dog, right? Whatever, and ask. You can hold this and say things like, how can I best perform my mission? My life's mission, right? You can do this, and this is just a practice of helping you hold and use your focus, and then send your love, express your love, and then eventually.
That's my intention, basically.
Right. Mm-hmm. Open. Right. Boom, and open. But it's a practice, right? It's a practice. So this is like, you've kind of gone through. They gave you the finger paints, right? And you're like, So now we're going to, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to wash our hands. There's some paper out. We're going to get a little brush and a thing. And we're going to start with one color. And you're going to learn to paint. That's kind of what they're doing with this portal opening right now. So Did you ask about portal opening? Is that what you asked
Yeah,
about?
I said that I'm going to China. I'm going to open portals for dragons there. And that's what I intuitively feel that I'm going to do.
Okay, then you're going to do it like this.
Trauma that I'm dealing with my family, but
Right.
I'm going to also open portals for dragons.
And you're going to use this.
Yeah.
This is what they're telling you. Use this, and then they're going to guide you. But for now, use this. It's it's your training wheels.
Okay.
Okay?
Beautiful.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Woo!
Woo! That was very, very useful and practical. I just love these, Christy. I mean,
Me too.
information that you bring in, it's like priceless, and it just resonates for me so much that it's like, it's just so terrific.
Oh, good. Well, I love doing it for you. It's really fun. I mean, this is really fun. So, yeah. Wow, it's a lot of energy though. My back is like, I think it's got to come through my resistance too, right? I'm also 3D focused, and
well, I'm going to try something. I'm going to shoot you some energy out of love. So I'm going to try my best to project energy to you. Aura, Iraqi way, Iraqi way, Iraqi way. Sha-na-na-na-na-na Kiwa.
Fantastic. Ooh, God, I love that. I love you too. I love that dragon language, man. It just immediately, it's wonderful.
Powerful. Yeah.
All right. Well, this will convert, and after my chakra call, I should be able to send it to you. So, let me know if you've got any questions or anything. That was really cool. I'm going to watch it again as soon as I can, because I was a little more, I'm a little more out. I don't necessarily get it all. So that was fun. Thanks, baby.
Love you.
Love you too, honey.